journals of her sickness of cancer. She started chemo in 2020, and I started the journals in 2020. She took cancer treatments until 2024, and she passed away in 2024. So every day of her cancer treatment, I tried to write something, record something, take a few pictures. She wanted me to tell her story of her struggle and her journey through MD Anderson and other places with her cancer in order that it might help others. So this is her story told by me. If you have comments or questions, please comment to me. Thank you very much. Journal entry, 1st of March, 2023. So Wednesday. Chemo infusion number 47. Diane and I went to MD Anderson in Houston, Texas. When we got there, she sat down for a Zoom call with a Dr. Roziski, medical doctor. I don't remember what kind of doctor he was, I forget. Didn't write it down. They talked for about 30 minutes. And Diane went and got her blood work done, and after it was done, they called her in for chemo at about 3:45 p.m. She started a chemo infusion. We got back home about 7:30 p.m. at night. Diane went to bed at 8 p.m. So as soon as she got home, changed clothes, she went right to the bedroom to bed. Tired. But she needs rest. She slept on the way home. With enough sleep, I guess. She wore out. Part of the problem, I guess, is her red blood cells are still low. It kind of hurts her. Been low for a long time. Another day of chemo. Journal entry, 2nd of March, 2023. It's a Thursday. Diane woke up about 9 a.m. I cooked her some breakfast and she ate it, and she went back to bed at 10:30. She woke up about 1 p.m. She felt good. She's just really tired, no energy at all. So I was going to go fill my truck up with gas, so she went with me, sat in the front. For our drive tomorrow, for Friday drive, I always fill my gas tank up in my truck the day before, if I can. Diane has been very tired since this last chemo. From the very start, she was tired. It's draining her of all of her energy. So that's what some chemos do. They drain you of energy and just want to sleep, sleep, and sleep. I guess your body needs it badly, so that's a good thing. Journal entry, 3rd of March, 2023, Friday. Diane and I went back to Houston, MD Anderson, for a 9 a.m. visit for a cognitive assessment test for her brain. This is a scheduled 3-hour visit. I was in the room for the first hour when they were asking her questions of all kind of things. I give her 10 numbers and she has to remember what the 10 numbers were a few minutes later. They asked her 3 different words, tell her 3 different words. She had to remember in order. Then they asked more questions and they'd come back to that question. She got them all right. I couldn't, I tried it. Then for the last 2 hours, I was kicked out of the room. Couldn't be in there. So I do not know what went on. And Diane did not tell me. She's not sure how she feels about the test. She was wondering why she had it and what was going on, whether she really passed it or not. So at 12:30, we went to the physical therapy department and Diane had a physical therapy treatment with Tracy for 1 hour. Then we drove home. Diane laid on the couch the rest of the day. Very, very tired. Not good, I guess. She has a hard time walking, so they saw us walking out of physical therapy holding hands, and they said, do not hold her hand. Because you don't need to be helping her, you'll both fall. I didn't have a heart to tell them that I've been holding her hand since she was, 13 years old. Even way before we got married, when I walked with her, we tried to hold hands. It was not for her to stand up straight or to walk. That's what we always did. I didn't tell him. Anyway, that's today. Journal entry, 6th of March, 2023, Monday. Diane and I went to MD Anderson in Houston. We had a visit with Dr. David Ramirez, the oncologist. Diane had wrote down a bunch of questions. Some of the questions were mine. I had a copy and gave the doctor a copy. He answered the questions, and Diane wants to stay with the same chemo drug and wants to change the nausea meds that she gets during chemo because the Campion, I think that's the name of it, put Diane to sleep for days. That's why she slept so much. It was the nausea drug. So remember that, people. Other drugs can do things, so we need to ask questions. Diane then went to physical therapy treatment with Tracy, and I wrote down AKA Chicken Lady. She did raise chickens, and Diane liked to talk to her about chickens. After the physical therapy treatment, which lasted an hour, we drove across town to Dr. Yee's office for him to check her eyes out. Then we went home. Diane seems to be doing good today and able to walk a bit without having to sit and rest every few minutes. So maybe part of that was the nausea medicine with her walking. I don't know. One of the questions she asked her was about the nausea medicine, and that's why he changed it, because it was putting her to sleep too much. We drove home, and she was up on the couch the rest of the day. Journal entry, 15th of March, 2023. It's a Wednesday. Chemo infusion number 48 today. Diane and I went to MD Anderson in Houston. She had blood tests, then her chemo treatments. Then we stayed the night in the Residence Inn in Houston for Diane to rest without having to rush back because she was tired. We'd already made arrangements for that before we left, to give her a break from just running home. I thought she needed to do something different. That way she could mess around if she felt like it around Houston a little bit. She likes to go shopping there, so that takes her mind off of things. This is the end of the video for March 15th, 2023. So during the year of 2020 till March 15th, 2023, Diane had 925 days of cancer treatment. Diane had surgery on both breasts, removed cancer from the right breast, and 31 lymph nodes from the right side. She had 30 proton radiation treatments, 1 breast standard radiation treatment, 2 heart procedures, an amulet and an ablation, 48 chemo infusion treatments through the veins here, and 74 days of chemo pills. So far during the month of March, Diane has a lot of pain, nausea, she likes to sleep a lot, a cognitive assessment test of her brain. The test showed that Diane's brain was within range of average or better. She had physical therapy treatments for her arms, and she had 2 chemo infusion treatments the last 15 days. The journal entries are short. I don't have all the days in it. Like I said in another time, as time progresses, I have more to do taking care of Diana, less time to write, and probably don't have the feeling of wanting to write. I'm too busy trying to be with her, trying to stay with her as much as I can and do things for her. Because she's slowly getting worse, as you probably can see. Lots of bad days, a few good days, and we try to take advantage of the good days. When I can, I try to get her out of the house go somewhere, even if it's just Barnes & Noble. Try to spend a few nights here and there to keep her mind different places, because she hates staying somewhere else, so that way she'd complain about that and get things off her mind. Little things help. Me, hard on me, but that's all right. She is strong. She keeps telling the doctor, oncologist, I want more chemo. I want to slow this thing down or stop it, whatever it takes. She wants to be here. But she did ask questions of the doctor, which if you're getting chemos, if you have things going on with the chemos or the drugs around it, you need to ask the doctor. What Diane did is she wrote questions down, then I typed them up. I would send them on my chart to the doctor ahead of time, then I would bring a copy for him and leave a copy with Diane and me. That way all of her questions are answered. And like this month, this time, he changed the medicine because of her questions. Had she not asked the questions, he wouldn't have done that. So you got to be proactive. She was always thinking, her mind was working. And they proved her mind was still good, so that's a good thing. The first hour of the test that she was given, I had trouble with the questions and talking to myself. And she answered them all with no problem, so her brain's probably better than mine, even with all these drugs in it. Anyway, she asked me to pray. She prayed every day herself. Lord, please heal the people watching according to your will. Bless and keep them all. Amen. Go in peace. God be with you.